Good evening, y'all. So basically, I'm taking my little router here and I've got to put some T-molding around this edge. So I've got to set this router bit to the correct depth to center it up in the middle of the wood edge. And once I get it going, even with the vacuum going, y'all will see when you run routers, it is a very messy process. These particular cordless routers from DeWalt, I love it. It's a great tool, but if it starts having an issue to reset, it's easiest just to pop the battery out and pop a new one in and reset the tool. Then she goes back to working like there's no issue. So check it out and y'all see what I'm talking about here shortly, and I'll tell you some little tips and tricks whenever it comes to coating the top surface. So you're going to see right here, I'm basically just doing like a check pass, which I know it's right, but I'm still just double checking some stuff before I do the rest of it. Just so you know, sometimes it's just best to do a test spot, because you can always come back in and fill it back in with Bondo or some kind of filler or resin and then re-groove it. But if you do the whole thing, it's just a royal pain rather than a small section. So now I'm just grabbing the T-molding to check the fit and see how centered it is. Whenever you're done with this stuff, I'm going to tell you about it. You just cut it with a razor and take a rubber mallet and hammer it right in, and you should be good to go. So if you're wondering what I was putting in the edge, this is it. It's called T-molding. This is smooth. It comes in different finishes from bronze, chrome, different colors, pink, red, blue, yellow, whatever your popular normal colors are. And it comes in different smoothnesses and different widths for edges like this. And you can get it on tmolding.com, and I think they sell just the basic smooth and leatherette black on Amazon. But you can get it in very long rolls or just small runs. But I suggest going to tmolding.com. And by the way, they also make a T-molding that you can slip LEDs into on the inside. It's like a D-shaped with a back, and you just put the LED strip on the inside of it. So on these, it'd be a little hard to hide the power pack. Not to say I couldn't do it, just saying I don't want to. I might do it as like a future project, but y'all see. So anyways, back to business. As I was just telling y'all, even with the vacuum attachment, it makes one hell of a mess. You see all this dust it's throwing everywhere. Normally, I like doing something like this outside, even with the vacuum attachment, just to pick up some of the dust. But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to do some of this stuff in the shop just because it's so wet outside and humid that I want to be spraying all my pieces as dry as possible. And as you can see, I'm using Rust-Oleum high performance enamel just because it dries in 15 minutes. I've had good success with these two things that I'm fixing to paint together. And you'll see I'm using Montana hologram glitter paint here. And this is what it looks like. Hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good one. Now for the satisfying part, y'all. I realize this isn't the same piece, but it's the same concept, and I did all this in the same day. So basically going to line up the T-molding right in the groove you cut, take the rubber hammer and a rubber mallet, and you're just going to hammer it in. It is the most satisfying part of using T-molding, I promise you. And there's nothing special here. This is just a razor knife that won't let in. So basically the blade always sticks out, and I just use it to flush cut it because it's just regular plastic. You put enough force down, it's going to cut, and it just comes out so clean. Now to do the same on this side. And once all that's finished, here's a little slow-mo action just to show you all the finished result whenever you do both sides of this. Just this side, a little flip, clean edge. There you go. Comes out nice.